Hello, everybody. Welcome back to EDX Sport on day 1 million. No, I have actually no idea. I know we're in the 50s, but that's about it. And I think it's Monday. Um, yeah, so we've had some pretty nice conditions lately. Had a Mainsail issue, which has, I want to say it slowed us down a little bit, but maybe not so much, not as much as we think. We've still been hitting our target speeds, which is good. Over the past couple of days, we've had pretty squally conditions, like lots of clouds coming through with different breezes, and that's made it quite difficult to load the boat for because we've been having 50-degree shifts and like differences between 8 knots of breeze in the clouds. So it's made sailing a little bit tricky, but also very interesting, which has been super nice. Oh, 51 days. Thanks, Champy. Here we go. Got some questions from Alex. Conditions look glam at the moment. You've been doing good speed over the last few days. Must feel good after the doldrums. Yes, it does. To be fair, I think we got off quite lightly in the doldrums, though. They were long, but they weren't super light, which was nice. Can you tell us more about the mainsail issue and repairs? Yeah, so we have to do jibes to get the mainsail off the lock at the moment. The mainsail lock is still proving an issue. Um, So we did a couple jibes, and then we ripped the leech out of the main, and also a 4-meter flutter batten. Sounds extremely large. That's because it is. We repaired the leech tape, and we have made a Franken batten, which Stacey glued together the bits of the existing batten that we had, and a spare piece of glass batten that we found on the boat, which was going to be used as like a measuring stick. So that is now just been put in the sail after it cured. We tried to close the sail without the flutter batten. No boy, no. She was a flappy gal and wasn't super nice. So yeah, we put the batten in, and we've been at reef 2 since that incident. And we can go full main, reef 1, whatever we want. When we had the rip the main, we tried to go to reef 1 and we couldn't do it, and thought it might be an issue with the mainsail car again, but it was actually an issue inside the rig with the hook system inside the mast. So Molly went in and fixed that. So now we are free to go wherever we want with the main again, which is really nice. Frees us up for any sail combo that we want. We do think that maybe we shouldn't sail upwind and breeze with the current repairs on the main, but that's okay. None of the forecasts really show us being at full main or reef 1 when we have any heavy air conditions. It's looking like reef 2 from the Azores in. Sounds like everyone was pretty exhausted after that day. How are you and the crew doing now? Yeah, it was a big day. We put a lot of resources into trying to fix everything and get the boat going as fast as we could again. Yeah, it meant missing a few off watches, but that's normal when stuff like that happens. We have been in some pretty mean sea states lately. They're just a bit jerky, and because we're reaching at around 90 true, it doesn't make for a nice onboard life. So sleeping has been a struggle for some of us, but it's only going to get better as we get towards the high pressure system at the Azores. Today the sea state's meant to go down from 3 meters to 2 meters. So yeah, and the breeze is going to be going after us, and hopefully the sea state does the same, and then we'll be able to get some really good sleeping conditions in. But yeah, I think we're just about recovered from the big main ripping of 2026. I'm excited to put it up and see how she looks. The final stretch to the arrival looks pretty uncertain. How do you deal with that on board? At the moment, we're taking each day one step at a time. Where here comes Stacey. The forecast changes a lot with every one that we get. At the moment, they are starting to align with each other, which makes for more certainty in what's going to happen. But it all depends on how fast we can get to the Azores. The faster that we get to the Azores, the more chance we have of getting through before the worst of the low pressure system comes through. But it's all going to be about the squeeze at Finisterre. If we get there before the worst of the low pressure, then we have a better chance of getting in, but it's all a timing thing. So the faster we go now, the faster we get around the high pressure, the more certainty we have coming into the finish. But yeah, the sea state will be the limiting factor for that, I think, again. But we will see. We will see. We're all really excited to finish though. Another 2 days added on to the arrival time. It's frustrating, but nothing we can do about it. And just rattle off rages on these lives, but I actually enjoy them. It's like a podcast. Maybe I should start my own podcast. Give me some feedback in the comments. Anywho, next out.